Hey guys, it's Coach. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a start of a new realistic. I'm going to try to keep it franchise here. There's a lot of talks going around with the first pick that they're going to replace Justin Fields with Caleb Williams, and we're going to do the opposite of that. We're going to keep Justin Fields. I didn't accept his fifth-year option, but I think in real life, if you look at the end of the year when he came back healthy, it's on. The stats are there. The production's there. He didn't have any help. I'm going to say it. The line's young. There's not enough playmakers on this team. Yeah, DJ Moore's cool. Mooney's okay. But after that, you had a rookie in Tyler Scott. Herbert, I mean, you know what I mean? There's not much to say. Now, Cole Kmet's going to be a stud. The offensive line's going to be pretty decent. I am going to be looking to probably shore up the offensive line a bit in free agency. I did make a couple moves real quick before we start just to get rid of some cap. As you see, we're going to need a free safety or another strong and move one. I did go ahead and Eddie Jackson was a $15 million saving if I cut him. So we went ahead and trade Eddie Jackson, a backup running back, and like a second in 2026 to get a second, third, and a fourth this year. To the Colts, I think. We also sent like a backup guard. As you can see, Jenkins is at both spots. So we're going to have to get a center or end up getting a guard. We can move Nate Davis over or something like that. So, but my biggest priority is going to be I like Herbert, but he's due a contract. He's not the superstar you need. He can be a pretty decent backup. We're either going to draft one, or if there's a big one in free agency. I know signing running backs isn't the big thing right now, but I'm going to run this kind of like the Ravens. We're going to be like a mini Ravens team. We're going to run read options. We're going to use Justin Fields how he should be used. Bring a little bit of that college over to the pros. Let him succeed a little bit. Let him get rolling. We're going to run some read option. We're going to throw a lot of passes to the tight end, a lot of passes to the running back. So we're going to try to get a running back that can do it all. And if we have to overpay a little bit, then that's fine with me. So, but let's go ahead and jump into free agency. I did have to re-sign our top corner. I had to re-sign who I had Mooney. I brought back on a 4-year deal. So we did spend some money. We have it looks like 63 left, but let's see who's here. And oh my God. All right. Okay. So I knew, most of these guys are usually always here. I don't think I've ever seen a free agency where Barkley is actually here. And I was saying we need a playmaker. We may overpay a guy. Even if this is our only signing, 11 mil a year for a running back. This guy's a game changer, though. He's an X factor. He wants to be here. We're gonna have to offer a lot more. Imagine him, and we're gonna have to overpay to get this done. But imagine him and Justin Fields out there running around together. That'd be pretty neat. We're gonna have to overpay for sure, but is it worth it? Probably not. But I think it'd be pretty fun. And the Texans are going crazy. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make this happen or not. We'll go 9. God, look at the pay we're putting on this guy. Running backs are not. It's not real life where they're wearing out after 5 years. So in the video game, when he's 30, he's probably gonna start coming down. So we're gonna have to eat the last 2 years or make a move. If we do end up getting him, which is not looking great, honestly. Oh, we're number 1. Hold on. Okay. All right. So that I didn't expect to be here, so that kind of caught me off guard. I was gonna go straight to wide receivers to see if we can get a weapon. I really like OBJ, but with the first pick, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, it's gonna be Marvin Harrison Jr. So with re-signing Mooney, I don't think there's really a need. Now having a number 2 tight end would be sick. Just for some blocking purposes. Max, he'll be there later. We do need a guard or a center, like we saw earlier. Got a little bit of money left to play with. I would love to have Ezra Cleveland. He's young, star development. I know in real life he just signed somewhere today, but he's 26. I mean, we could throw a 4-year deal at this guy, and he's going to develop a little bit. We'll have Nate Davis. So one of these guys can play center, and obviously we can draft a guy. Low overall, cheap. Would be a pretty good pickup. I didn't even look at centers. Yeah, I'd rather have the young guy. Our defense is horrible. I'm going to put it out there. We need D-end. Our starting D tackles, both are like 72s. So these guys would be sweet. I don't want to go too crazy in free agency. Man, I don't know. I think we're going to move on that for a second. Huff would be really cool. As you can see, these guys just aren't great. A 71 at left end. I'm wondering with that second pick, if we try to get a D end or something. I don't really want to draft. I think it's like number 5. I mean, Bryce Huff might be a solid pickup here. We could throw 1 year at Leonard Williams, maybe. Oh, he wants 2 years. Let's keep looking because I wasn't prepared. I love our linebackers. They're fine. Or I wouldn't say love. I mean, Sanborn's cool. He's young. But corner-wise, as much as I love these guys, a lot of these big names up here. Ooh, Murphy Bunting. Let's just see if there's an interested guy with like a dev trade or something. I mean, Bryce, how much could Bryce Hall be? Super cheap. A development guy, 4th corner to, literally just sit and develop. If he gets good, he gets good. If not, then okay. We'll throw him an offer. I don't know if anybody else will even offer him. I would love to have Snee, but that's not going to happen. And this is the big one right here. Oh, wow. Okay. Kyle Duggar. I would love to have Curl Moore. Obviously, he's younger. Same develop. 1 lower. Ooh, Jeremy Chin. That's interesting. The Panthers let Jeremy Chin walk. Okay, so I didn't expect Curl to have interest. And obviously I need a free safety. But you can see no free safeties like our scheme or, whatever it could possibly be. So let's take a flyer. Or a flyer. I mean, he's good. Let's take a chance at getting Cameron Curl. And we'll take whoever the better athletic one is, the better athlete, and we'll toss him out. I'm okay with giving him 5 years. He's 25. Let's lock this down. Let's not have to worry about a contract negotiation down the road. Will we get him? Let's take a look. Oh, we're so far ahead on that. Do I dumb it? Do I take it down a little bit and risk losing him? I like the 5th year, but maybe we can cheapen this up a little bit. It looks like he wants to be here so bad that I might be able to take advantage of it. I mean, we're still first. Let's hope we get lucky. I think we have a kicker. I'm just looking at, everything now. Punter always go with youngest. It's punt god. We're going for it. Just lock him in, whatever. And is that our 5th one? Okay, we might withdraw that for now and come back. So what do? We go... I'm thinking, do we go after one more defensive guy and then call it there? We need help on the D-line so bad. Armstead has no interest. Tier Tart would be cool, but he's a 75 and he wants... I mean, that's actually really, really cheap. He would instantly be a starter. We could put him next to Dexter, who's 22. Maybe get a mentor with the free agency at the end after the draft. I don't hate that. Grover Stewart. I mean, Pierce wants to be here. How much could he possibly want? Do we go 1 year? I wish he had the mentor tag. That would be so sick. Does Grover? No, none of them do. Ooh. Man, do I go... I think we go long-term with Tier Tart because I'm trying to make it sort of realistic. I know the Saquon contract's not realistic, but if he was there, why wouldn't every team in the league go after him? I think I'm gonna throw a little money at him. I mean, he's not much greater than Andrew Billings, but there's no way I re-sign Billings. He's 29, 72. Tier Tart. Or do we draft a guy? I feel like I'm wasting right there, but that's such a cheap contract. This is a guy I really want. I keep coming back and thinking about it. So he's projected to be a starter. Big market. He's 26. We could throw a 4-year deal at him. He's just gonna get better. Let's take a chance on him. He wants to be here. We're tied with the Texans. Oh man, so we're gonna have to overpay a little bit, I think. I mean, oof. I mean, you got to pay big time pass rushers, right? Outside defensive end in a 4-3. I think we take a chance on it because this defensive line is so bad. We have Sweat though. I will give him that. We're still struggling to maybe pull that one off. Worst comes to worst, we'll come back through and we'll throw an offer at Williams or Grenard or something. Like I said, I like my linebackers a lot. D tackle's so bad. All right, let's take a look and see if we get any of these guys. Obviously, Barkley is the one we want the most, but let's go ahead and try it. We either didn't get anyone or I didn't. Oh my God, we got Saquon. Okay. So we got a flyer on Bryce Hall. He's just going to be a developmental guy. Ezra Cleveland will probably start guard or center. And Saquon Barkley, obviously, is an insane pickup. Curl. Okay, we're battling for Curl. We need to try something here. Did I already try this? Okay, so that puts us back in first with him. I know I'm throwing a lot of money at him, but he's a 25-year-old safety. And so what did we not get? We didn't get Bryce Huff, right? Okay, so he was a right end. So we missed out on Bryce Huff. He signed there instead. Do we go Leonard Williams here? Espinosa's pretty good. Leonard Williams would be like a 1-2 year guy. I think we need one. I mean, it would be a game changer, but that's a big contract for... I mean, that's what I was going to throw at Huff. So let's see where we compare. He's older. We're not even close. Okay, I'm not going to overpay a 30-year-old guy. So we'll withdraw that. Let's go back to D tackles in. Let's take a look and see. Oh my God, Grover Stewart's still here. Okay. Armstead's still here. Puna Ford would be cool. Tier Tart's still there. Do I throw money at one of these guys because they're still hanging out? They're all scheme fits. Well, not all of them. The top 2 are scheme fits. Obviously, I want Grover Stewart because he's better. And the higher overall. But Pierce is going to be cheaper. So he wants 15.2 for 1 year. Grover wants 16.7 for 1 year. Now, is Grover worth... I think Grover's worth the 1 year flyer because his potential that he can come back for a second year, I don't think there's potential in Pierce coming back. And no one's offered him a contract at all. So let's take a chance on it. Our DNs are so bad still, though. I think we try to get not Tier Tart. Maybe Espinoza here, the younger guy. 25. Would he start? He would start. Oh, God. I think we pass on him. We're going to have to work in the draft a little bit. And then we'll go check out our punter, kicker, or whatever we got to do here. Strong leg. I think it said he had 99 kick power right there. We'll offer him a 7-year deal so we don't have to mess with it. And then I think we go quarterback, sign a mentor. And then Baker to the Raiders. Wow, okay. Kirk Cousins. Yeah, I'm not going to sign a $30 million backup, buddy. Sorry. All right, we might have to wait until afterwards because even Andy Dalton wants $4 million right here. Oh, there we go. Nick Foles, 1.5. All right. Bring in Nick Foles for a year. That mentor is going to help huge with Justin Fields. So let's take another look and see if we got any of these guys, and then we'll jump into the draft. All right. Ooh, okay, we got Grover Stewart and Curl out of that. That's huge. And our punter, obviously. We have an active negotiation. Our offseason right now is insane. We have one superstar, Saquon. I mean, insane game changer he's going to be. And then we have a solid plug for a year or two out of Grover. Curl is a long-term starter. We just moved on from long-term bearer, Eddie Jackson. Starter out of Cleveland, who probably moved to guard or to center. Bryce Hall probably will never play, but he's a fourth option if we go to some dime packages or something. And then we got our punter for the next 7 years. So let's look at we got Nick Foles. We'll take one more peek. OBJ to the Texans. Wow, they're stacking up. Richie James, I'm good. Kareem Hunt. Obviously, we don't need any running backs. It is Johnny Smith just signed with the Dolphins today. It is super hard to look at some of these guys and not just pull the trigger on them. Like this guy. But he would start for us. That's insane. I was just looking to see if I needed a backup, but we have Sewell because Tranquil's here, Bobby Wagner. I mean, there's some dudes here. But we're in a 4-3, so I'm not super worried about it. I could move to a 3-4 because our D-line is so terrible. Trying to think, but let's see. I think we just leave it how it is and let's move on to the draft, honestly. We don't have to make too many more changes. Let's get into the draft. We know who we're taking number 1. Not sure I'm taking number 4. I could go O-lineman. I'm not against it. I did just sign Cleveland, but he's cheap. If he has to go be a backup, that's fine to me. If Joe Alt's there in a Notre Dame, the left tackle, I can move one of our tackles or something. We need a defensive lineman. I don't know if I can take a defensive player that high unless that Verse kid's there. Man, I really hope on draft day they do the right thing and keep Justin Fields. All right, let's jump into this. As you can tell, it says we need free safety, but we're going to bounce one of our guys over. Quarterback, we're not doing that. Center, or free safety and center are taken care of. I would draft a lineman if there's one there at 4 or 5, whatever it is. It looks like, wow, with number 9. Wow, it fell big time. Oh, they went on a run at the end, didn't they? Okay, number 9 is going to be a little more tricky, but we know who we're taking with 1. We're taking Marvin Harrison. I mean, I don't know what else to say about him. I think everybody would agree he's the number 1 guy. He's elite everything, as you just saw. Elite agility, elite excel, good speed. He ran a 4.39. I'll say that's pretty good speed. He's amazing. A for all route runnings, A spec catch, C catching. That's pretty crazy. But he's 6'4", he's 22. Him and DJ are going to be pretty good together. And then we'll put Mooney in the slot probably, or maybe draft a guy later, or Tyler Scott. Let's go ahead and make Marvin Harrison a bear. 94 excel, 92 speed, 74 strength is crazy. Oh, he's going to be blocking a ton, so that's huge. All right, let's go ahead and get to our next. Or I guess we could look pick to pick just into our next pick and see who goes here. There's the Verse kid I was hoping would fall, but obviously I knew he wouldn't. Quarterback here? Oh, left tackle. They're going to stick with Mac Jones? Kool-Aid's a stud. That'd be fun. D tackle, number 5 overall. When's the last time that happened? Quarterback to the Giants. You can tell they're doing a full out, refresh, restart. They let us get Saquon. Looks like they're going to get a quarterback and start fresh, which I could see them really doing. Brock Bowers to the Titans. Huge pickup for Levis to throw to. All right, 1 pick before ours. Joe Alt, Drake quarterback. Huge pick. All right. So there's going to be some big-time receivers here, obviously. Big-time quarterback, which would be insane. Pick him up as a second quarter. Okay, I can't do it. Joe Alt, though. I'd put him at left tackle, and we can move some guys around. This outside linebacker is pretty good, too. Neighbors is sick. Bo Nix. Wow, okay. I think I'm looking too much into it. Oh, Cooper. We don't need any corners, though. This is where I start to let my love for some of these players go. Like, I mean, Coleman is insane. I love that dude. Bo Nix. Neighbors. There's so many fun players here. But I think the right pick is Joe Alt. We'll put him at left. I know we have 2 young tackles, but we can move one inside somewhere, and they'll be okay. Probably be Jones or someone like that. So, and Ezra Cleveland is very cheap. We just picked him up. He's a 73. He's a star. He can be a backup at every position. So we're going to take Joe Alt with the 9th pick here. And hopefully he's a hidden dev. He looks sick. A awareness, A to C impact, A pass block, B run block. He's 21 years old. He's 6'8". He ran a 4.89 at 6'8". Elite speed, elite acceleration, elite agility. He's going to be amazing. A pass block finesse as well. B pass block pass block power. I just don't see how this kid could be bad. We have tackles, of course, but you got to take the best available sometime. This could be a generational talent. 6'8", 322, and ran a 4.89. Welcome to the Chicago Bears, Joe Alt. 85 strike, 75 speed. He could be a guard. But that pass blocking's too good. He's got to be a left tackle. He's super fast, though. That's impressive. 86 speed out of a left tackle. Well, boys, we're going to be running left. I can tell you that. Damn. Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and simulate to our next draft pick here. We don't have one to the 15th pick in the second round. So I'm not sure what's going to be left here. Probably need to get over to the defensive side. I think that kid just ended up running like a 4.22 or something. We need to get over to the defensive side. Wasn't really looking at corner. D tackle's a huge need. Yeah, we just signed Grover Stewart. But I mean, we don't really need a halfback. Just taking a look around. We could go another receiver later in the draft. Right now, obviously, we're not going to waste I don't want to say waste, but Cade Stover is a number 2 tight end. Wow. Okay. Man. The kid from Miami or Minnesota is 6'7". I might do something crazy here and take a second tight end. We're going to run so much 2 tight ends. If you watch the Ravens offense, how many times did they throw the ball to 2-3 different tight ends? Isaiah Likely, they got Kohler, obviously Mark Andrews. We might do that. Oh, Powers is really good too, though. But I have Joe Alt. Look at that. Oh, this dude's so nasty. I don't think there's any way we go back-to-back linemen, right? There might be a way we go back-to-back linemen. Projected undrafted? That can't be right. Zinter out of Michigan's really cool. Real life, he's a really cool player. I mean, none of these defensive linemen are jumping out to me. I mean, it's the second round. They're all day 3 grades. The D tackle's pretty cool. He's got A block shed for a D tackle, which is insane. A block shed, B power moves. Super slow, which 44 reps at 225. Man, now I'm torn because we just signed a guy. This kid is insane. I know he's going to be insane, but I want Cade Stover so bad. Will a Cade Stover last until round 3, pick 9? I don't think so. Do we move a couple of those 4s back into the second? I'm going to take this kid right here, I think. the A block shed, B power move. I mean, but the next kid's pretty good too. But the A block shed to me just feels insane. He's going to be a number 2 guy, but we're running the 4-3. Who do I want more? I think I really want the number 2 tight end. He's going to do way more for me. That D tackle is going to be sick, though. But look at what he's got. He ran a 4.7, whatever. He's a tight end. He's 6'5". A, catching traffic. B, catching. A, deep route running. A, pass block. We're going to take Cade Stover. I know this might be a crazy pick this high. But for what we're going to do in our offense, he'll, essentially be a 6th offensive lineman. He can come in, play some of that fullback that we're going to be playing. And he can catch the ball when you need him to. So I'm going to take him and pair him up with Cole Kmet. Normal dev. Ouch. Okay. 80 strength, 84 speed, 87 excel. Man, okay, the development really got me. I'm going to try to get back in this, though, because I think that defensive tackle is going to be pretty good. Let's see what we can do to... Who was that? That was the Giants? I don't know what I have that I can move, though. Quarterbacks we can't, obviously. I mean, we could probably move Herbert and draft a running back later. Let's see if anybody... I mean, there's some... The Bills. I want the... I mean, the Giants need a... How do they not need a running back? They just let Saquon Barkley walk. Okay. I would say they're pretty good on running back. They let one go, sign 2. All right. I'm pretty sure they're the team that's up right now. What do they want? They want insane stuff. You're not getting Tremont Edmonds. Wow. Okay, we might just have to wait until our next pick and really hope that this guy falls or we get lucky enough. I mean, I could probably move up if I gave a couple fourths, but I don't know. I'm going to try once. I'm not going to go back and forth with them over and over again, but I would love to get that D tackle or that center. But let's go to the Giants. We'll make a couple offers here, and we'll get back into the draft. I mean, we're only in the 3rd round, so I'll offer them a couple fourths, maybe a second down the road, like next year. Maybe they'll take a second next year to swap, and maybe like a 5th or something. Oh, pretty close. Okay, so we could probably give up like a 6th round pick in 2 years or something like that. That's so close. Okay, and then what about a 6 next year too, since we have 2 of them? All that to move up. Oh my God, there's no way. And a 7th? Okay, it's not really even moving. What if we do one of the 4ths this year and that 7th? There we go. Okay, so we gave up a 2nd, a 5th next year, a 4th this year, and a 7th to move up to or into the 2nd round this year. And we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take that D tackle, and we're gonna hope and pray that we make up for that pick on Cade Stovers. I still think he's gonna be good, but we're gonna go and take him right here. Devondre Sweat out of Texas, 6'4", 362. He's a scheme fit. That A block shed is just really catching me. He's got some great moves. Or moves. Well, I guess they are moves. He's got some great traits. Let's hope he's great for us. Normal dev again, but 96 speed at D tackle number 2. I'm not mad about it at all. So let's go ahead and go with that. I'm cool with that. Maybe it was a reach, but it's a huge need for us. I think by far he was the best D tackle there. We did give up a couple picks, but that's okay. We're trying to get some needs. We're a team that's not really great. That's why I'm kind of looking at a 6'7" receiver right now and thinking about picking him. Or Brendan Rice, Jerry Rice's son, would be cool. but we need. I mean, we're pretty good right now. We could probably just go best available or whatever we're feeling. And all these guys scare me. This D tackle looks cool too, but I mean, do we just take? Or what's that running back right now in the 3rd round? Wow, okay. Corum, Bucky Irving. Okay. Obviously, we just got a really good, really, really good running back. I think if we're going to take a running back, we're going to wait till the next round. I wouldn't feel too bad taking there'll be a second option in a year because I'm not going to re-sign Herbert. So let's see, maybe the center's still hanging on. He's still there. Okay, I'm going to make a dumb decision and let him go for one more just because I see Matt Lee sitting there as well, and he's pretty good. But I do want Jackson Powers Johnson out of Oregon. He'll be a great depth piece, but we're going to let that slide too, and then we're going to go look at some DNs. Malik Vaughn looks awesome. D tackle-wise, obviously, we just took one. Outside linebacker, we could always use some help there too. If I saw one that I was in love with, but I don't. The Michigan kid's not bad. Corner-wise, Castro would be cool. Pritchard, because I'm an Auburn fan, but other than that, that's the only reason I would take him. But right now, I'm torn on halfback. The really 6'7" receiver. I mean, he's going to be insane. Or this center that I think is going to be really good. But like I said, there's a guy below him that's just as good as him, if not better. Malik Vaughn. What do I do here? I'm not going to go receiver. I think running back could be the good option. Number 3 guy, though, I think it's way too early. Brennan Rice, F catching traffic. Ouch. It gets tough when it gets down here at the bottom and you're, outside linebacker could be good. Honestly, I mean, middle linebacker, we probably need one. A zone. The center is really awesome. I don't know why I keep passing on him. I know he's going to be great. I think we take a chance on Cedric Gray out of North Carolina. He's a scheme fit. He's 6'2", 235. He'll be a number 2 guy for a while. They have Edmonds locked up for a while now. But Sewell's only like a 66, and he's probably more of an outside linebacker with his athletic ability. So let's take a chance here. And then we'll come back through and we'll try to get a center for depth piece. And maybe another running back or a wide receiver. So let's go ahead and take Cedric Gray. He's 21 years old. He ran a 4.51, decent speed, not great. A play rec, A man, A zone, A hit power. I mean, those are pretty great for middle linebacker. He could be a sub linebacker and come in those nickel roles. So, normal dev, not great, obviously, but 87 speed out of linebacker. I'm not mad at that. And, we're not getting the greatest players, but we're getting a bunch of guys to help us build this team. And our next pick is right around the corner, I was about to say. So I think Johnny Wilson, I mean, he would be super fun. Halfback-wise, though, man, they're all still here. It's killing me. What do we got next? So we have we have 2 fourths. I think we can get a running back in the 4th easy, but we only have, counting this pick, we only have 4 picks left. So I want another receiver. I want this center. And we probably need to get like Malik Vaughn or something like that, honestly. And I think that's what we're going to do right here. I think we're going to take Malik Vaughn. I know it says day 3. I think he's the best option here. Unless we take this D tackle who looks pretty good and move him to left end. You know what? I'm going to take Malik Vaughn. We're going to take a chance on him. And hope and pray that he's good. And then we'll come back through 84 strength, 80 or 78 excel, 75 season. So he's pretty athletic. He's a little older than I like, but I I know in real life he's a stud, so maybe they'll give him a little love, maybe low 70s, mid 70s or something. All right, we have 3 picks left. There goes the running back run. Let's see if there's any left. It'd be a good time to take one since we have, a 3 picks left. I would love to get Johnny Wilson or Brendan Rice here. Blake Corum is still there. Oh, man. Okay, Shipley would be awesome. I accidentally switched the regions. Jarquez Hunter would be cool. Frank Gore Jr. would be awesome. Okay. Check on the center one more time. Okay, we're going to go center. I think he's our biggest need. And then we're going to come back. If the running backs are still there in a few picks, we're going to grab a running back, and then we're going to come back through and we're going to try to get a receiver just to fill in the roster. But he's a need for us, obviously. We got Joe Alt, so we can move some of these guys around. But those, we got Ezra Cleveland, he's like a 73. And we have Nate Davis, who's like a 75. Maybe he's not someone I'm really picturing for the future. Could be the future. He's 21 years old. He's 6'3", 320 is A run block, B pass block, A impact block, which means he can get to the next level. Decent speed. He ran a 5.19. But the run block is crazy, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to be pulling a lot of guys, trying to get to the next level, quarterback draws, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and take Jackson Powers Johnson, and he's a hidden dev. Thank God. Okay, 88 strength, 70 excel. That's what you need out of your interior lineman. That is huge. 21 years old. He's going to be, I think that was a great pick. I kept passing up. He was stressing me out. But we have 2 more picks in this draft. I would love one of these running backs. Blake Corum falls to us. Could you imagine? If he's here, I got to take him. I keep passing on him, but okay, I think he is gone officially. He's here in the 4th. Oh, my goodness. I have to take him. I don't have to take him, but I have to. I have to take him. I got to take him. He's in almost the 5th round, 22nd pick. We all know what Blake Corum is, right? He's going to be a number 2 guy. He's going to be more of a power guy, change of pace, compared to Saquon. He ran a 4.53, but I got to take him. I have to. Hidden dev, 89 speed. He's not the fastest. 88 change of direction. He's going to be a good number 2 when Herbert leaves after this season. So our running back room is pretty good. As much as we're going to run the ball, we might use all 3 of them with the stamina. Let's go ahead. Our last pick, I believe. Let's see what we can find. I want Johnny Williams if he's still there. I think it's Wilson, maybe? The 6'7" kid. I think he'd just be a fun project to have on our team. And there he is. He's still there. We take him or we take the greatest receiver ever, son. Out of USC, Brendan Rice, Jerry Rice's son. He ran a 4.3 at his pro day. He's kind of just ass, I think this kid ends up being a free agent. We can send. I'm gonna take a flash. When do you see 6'7", 237-pound receivers? You don't. He ran a 4.3. Elite acceleration, elite strength. The strongest one in the draft. I mean, good speed. 6'7". A release. This kid might play. All right, we're gonna go ahead and select him as our last pick. Normal dev, but 6'7" and 92 speed. 78. I mean, he's probably a tight end. But I'm going to keep him. He could be a slot guy and block for us with those big dudes like Marvin Harrison and DJ Moore. I like this a lot. Okay. And I'm not in love with Mooney, so I would not, if he's close to as good as Mooney, I'm not against playing this kid over him if he's good. But that is our last pick. We're going to go ahead and simulate to the end and take a look at what we got. I know we didn't have the best development traits out of a lot of those guys, but we did get a steal on a center with a trait. I'm just hoping the D tackle's the one that I really, really hope is good. We have trade offers coming through. He's not going anywhere. I just have to move him to free. But let's take a look and see if we got any. We got lucky or not. Obviously, Marvin Harrison at 81. He's probably, I would say, I don't know, top 2-3 in the draft. We'll take a look at that. Joe Alt at 9 to 75. I mean, I don't know if it should be better or not. I guess we have to compare to some people in a minute. But his pass block's already in the high 80s, so that works for me. I love Joe Alt. Got to see him in person this year, and I fell in love with him instantly. He's gonna be awesome. Stover is a 73, kind of underwhelming, especially when we traded. Well, we didn't trade up to get him, but the next guy. But had that in mind. But a number 2 guy, young guy, he could get the work off. Cole Kmet. I think it's a pretty good pick. Probably could have got him later, a round later probably, but I'm okay with it. And then we get D tackle, and I knew he's a 72, but we'll probably bump him up the depth chart and let him start that number 2 spot next to Grover Stewart. Let's see. The middle linebacker ended up being decent, 73. He's going to be, he'll be that number 2 guy, so that's good. He'll probably get some game time. He's got good speed. Vaughn, I reached on him. I thought he was going to be better. He's good in real life. And he's 24, so that's probably the bust right there of the draft, unfortunately. Jackson Powers, I kept passing on him. I would have killed myself if I didn't get him. Man, 74 overall. He's going to start day one. He'll start center day one for us. We'll move some other guys around. Joe Ald will most likely play left tackle, and I'll move someone else. Corum ended up only being a 71, which isn't great, but that's a development piece. He had hidden dev. Not sure what the guy who made this, roster or this draft class was thinking. I don't know if he's seen this guy play football or not, and Johnny Wilson ended up being a 70 with our last pick with 92 speed at 6'7". I did want to compare him to a couple guys, but just to see what we did compared to everyone else, we'll take a look at where Marvin Harrison lands and see if we made the right pick or not. Already seeing 83 down there. 83 Brock Bowers. We are tied for the second best here. So I'm not mad at that at all. Coleman down there is pretty good. Look at all those receivers. A big receiver run there. They're all 77s. So we could have... Coleman went at 26. Wow. We could have gotten Coleman too. That would have been crazy. But, I like our draft. We filled a lot of holes. We're still going to need to get some help on the D-line. I'm really hoping there's some guys there when we get to the free agency after this. But I'll do that. I'll put the team together, and we'll be back for game number 1. And we'll see if Justin Fields can, keep his job.